All right, team. This is Charles Becco from Brooklyn Traders, and today we will be talking about how likely are we that we're going to crash? I mean, are we more likely to crash, or are we more likely to go to all-time highs? Let's look at the charts and see what they got to say. All right, so what we got here is a chart on the Qs. We are specifically looking at the QQQ futures. You might be saying, hey, why are we doing that? Well, for no other reason other than my QQQ chart looks absolutely nasty. And this one looks close enough, right? So we're looking at a monthly time frame set to 20 years. And team, I got to tell you something. We are still looking pretty bearish on this chart. In fact, most recently, we had the 8 EMA cross under the 21 EMA, which is super bearish, right? Yeah, yeah. So look at 12513 on the Nasdaq and 1298. Also, 14,000 to be areas of resistance to the upside on the Qs, right? I mean, it looks more likely we're going to go down here, take out the lows, and possibly lower here on Nasdaq, right? Let's see if SPY is any better. Again, oh well, okay. See, this is why we weren't looking at SPY, right? Because my SPY chart looks like this. So let's look at the ES chart, right? Because I just have so many levels that I use on multiple time frames. Yeah, this just looks a lot cleaner, right? You can tell that I have not really fixed or messed with these fib levels in so long. So let's just kind of just stretch them over here just a bit, right? All right, I know it's not exactly exact, right? But let's just see what the chart is saying. And yeah, it looks pretty much like the Qs, right? You see very clearly that the 8 is here passing under the 21, and that's pretty fresh, right? Price is still above the 34 here on the monthly time frame. But team, this is just not look good. I mean, we definitely have more resistance to the upside than we do have support to the downside here, right? And if we break the lows, right, it's a far way down. All right, so right now, SPY is looking bearish as well. And again, a fresh cross unders here on the EMAs is not a very good sign. Let's look at Apple. Apple, you can tell by the shading, right? Just again, by far the strongest chart in the market, hands down. And yeah, last month we had the opportunity to kind of break out of the short signal, right? We needed to close above 1638, and we could not get it. We closed right down at 156, and yeah, fresh MACD crossed down in the monthly time frame. If you see the histogram here, the histogram is actually, still pretty strong. We're still getting some separation here on the MACD levels. And so, again, Apple is the strongest, right? So, I would say Apple and possibly Tesla here, right? But, again, for how strong both these guys are, right? Um, Again, we're still in a monthly short setup here. For Tesla, we needed to get a close in the monthly time frame above 297, and we could not possibly do that, right? But again, Apple, Tesla looks like more consolidation, looks like it's going sideways. Not the case for some of the other Q names, right? Here we are on Microsoft here. Yeah, I guess Microsoft looks pretty okay too on the monthly time frame. But again, if you look very closely here, you do see some problems, right? Fresh cross down, 8 crossing under the 21 here on the monthly time frame on Microsoft. Meta, you already know what the deal is. Now 8 not only passed under the monthly 21, also the monthly 34, and then possibly the monthly 50 there. So that's Meta. Netflix is just about the same. Yeah, disaster, right? Doesn't look like it's like really fixing itself. You consolidate enough, right? We're gonna kind of shoot up here, but yeah, just on the monthly time frame, things just not look nice. Nvidia, again, another one that was pretty strong, but recently, didn't really get much of a bounce off of the June and well, mostly the July and August blitzkrieg, right, that we saw in the market. Right now we're at the lows here in September. Look at Goog here. Goog, not much better. Again, here goes that 8 under the 21 there on Goog. Actually, let's look at the Apple. Did we have a cross down? I'm not too sure if we actually took a peek, but no, we don't have the cross down there. But price is still firmly under the 8. Suggesting that as long as we stay under the 8, we don't like to be in between the EMAs, right? We like to kind of go one way or another, and so we may go down and retest 150 there. This is a possibility. Let's look at Amazon, of course. Amazon's been kind of in this kind of crazy place for a long time. I will say this: Amazon is in a technical long setup on the monthly time frame, right? But again, price crossing under the 8, under the 34. Yeah, that's still pretty much bearish in Amazon, right? So, we looked at all these charts to basically say, hey, what is the market doing, right? I'll tell you what the market is doing, team. It is holding on for dear life on the coattails of stronger names like Apple, and stronger names like Tesla. I would say Microsoft would probably be the third strongest. I would say Apple the strongest, Tesla the second strongest, Microsoft third strongest. But again, even Microsoft here, right? Even with all its strength, you see here that you're starting to see some cracks, right? And again, if you look at the NQs, right? Again, this is just not good. SPY, same thing, right? So to answer the question, right? What are we doing? What is this looking like? Team, it's looking more like, we could kind of rally a little bit here, but the longer term time frames are still firmly bearish. And if I had to say which side of the fence are we on, closer to rallying to all-time highs or closer to taking out the June lows and possibly, having some kind of a crash, I would say, hey, we are more likely to take out the June lows at some point in the future and to head down lower. Anyway, that is it for today. Take care.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you enjoy this content, please check out our website at www.brooklyntraders.net. That is www.brooklyntraders.net. Thanks.